Hey everyone, welcome back to Ragtag Stacking. In today's video I want to talk a little bit about silver dollars and which ones I like to stack the most of. Now I got a nice little variety of silver dollars here, and there you can see some of the ones that you're more familiar with. I'm going to start off with the Morgans. I do like the look of these, just like a classic looking old coin. And these ones I have, the one that was the first year issued was the 1870, and then the last year issued was the 1921. And yeah, I really like the look of these. I have a couple, or I just have one of the Sunshine Mint rounds. They do make a generic round, in modern bullion that has this design. But I just like the look, and I'm going to flip it over here on the other side there with a rather skinny eagle, but I do like the design as well. And this is an S mint mark, which is San Francisco. This one does not have a mint mark, so it's from Philadelphia. There's other mints as well. If you see a D, that's Denver. An O is New Orleans. And there are some other ones that I'm probably forgetting. CC is Carson City. Those. So yeah, like I said, the last year that these were available was 1921, and then they transitioned into the peace dollar, in which I do not have a 1921, so I'll just put up 1922. In 1921, they transitioned into the peace dollar, and that was actually celebrated last year. They had a 100th anniversary of the transition of the two coins from the Morgan into the piece, and they released some modern bullion of that, and they had 5 of the Morgans with different mint marks, and then they just had one, the Philadelphia peace dollar, in the new 2021 versions of the coins. And like I said, I don't have a 21, and I can't remember all the years that this was made, but it was from 1921 to like 1935. But I know that there was a gap, and I believe 35 was only 1 year that they made. And honestly, I really like the eagle side of this coin more than of the 4 sides of the reverse and the obverse for the Morgans and the piece. My favorite side has to be the eagle on the peace dollar. I really like the look of this. I think that would have been a cool eagle to put on the new Type 2 American Silver Eagle, because I do know that a lot of people were fairly disappointed with the new reverse of the Type 2. So I thought that would have been a pretty cool eagle to see on the ASE. But you'll be able to see it with the 2021 version of the peace dollar. You'll be able to see the updated eagle. And I only have one of these Ike dollars. This is an S. It's from 1972. You have to look up, because not all of these are have any silver content in them. This one is 40%, but there are some Eisenhower dollars that do not have any silver. And this is my favorite side of the coin, which is the eagle on the moon. You can kind of see some nice detail on the earth there. And you can see the eagle on the moon. This was actually designed by Michael Collins, one of the 3 men that were on Apollo 11, I believe it was, the first trip to the moon. He actually made the design for the patch that went onto the astronauts' uniforms, and they used that patch as a design for this. So yes, those are some of the American ones that I have, but the one silver dollar that I like to stack the most is the Canadian silver dollar, and that might not be surprising to a lot of people, because if you've been watching for any amount of time, you do know that I am Canadian. I live up in Toronto, and yeah, I do like stacking Canadian stuff, like the maples and some of the old Olympic coins and some other 50% silver dollars, stuff like this. But yes, these are the 80% silver dollars as compared to the Morgan and the peace dollar, which are 90%. These are 80%. And this is the most common design that you'll see. It's called the Voyager. You see the 2 guys in the canoe, and it kind of looks like scratch marks on there, but that's supposed to be the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis. That's what it's supposed to be representing there. And you can see a little tree in the background there as well. But yes, these ran from 1935 until 1967. And like I said, this is the design that you're going to see the most of, because there are certain years that they had different designs. So I'm going to move this out of the way and get to probably my least favorite of the alternate designs. This one is commemorating Charlottetown in Quebec in 1964. It's kind of a plain little design, and of course has Elizabeth on the other side there. This is one of my favorite ones, which is the totem. This is the 1858 to 1958 British Columbia, and I really like the look of the totem pole on there. It's a really cool one. And this one is a Queen Elizabeth as well. This is a cool looking dollar. It is, I call it the Parliament dollar, just because that's what is on the coin. It's the Canadian Parliament. But this one's actually commemorating the first visit of King George the Sixth. Yes, King George the Sixth's first visit to Canada. That's what it's commemorating, and that's why they have it on there. As I said, for me, I just call it the Parliament coin, but it is actually commemorating King George's first visit. I only have two of these. These are from 1949, but these are the Newfoundland dollar. It's actually commemorating the year that Newfoundland became a province in 1949, the last Canadian province to do so. We have had some other territories and new territories being named in like the early 90s and 2000s, but as far as provinces go, the last one to be named is Newfoundland. This one has a cool design. It's not up there with the totem as far as my being one of my favorites, but to get to my absolute favorite, I have to give it to the goose, the Canada goose. Some people think it might be too boring with the plain field, and they might think that they like the totem better, but for me, I really like the Canadian dollar with the goose on it the most. This is the centennial coin. It's celebrating Canada's 100th anniversary, and for all coins that were in circulation from the dollar down to the penny, they had a new design on the front, and it was just like this, where it was a plain field, and then they had a new animal on here. This was the goose. The $half had the wolf, the quarter had the bobcat, the dime had the mackerel, and the nickel had the rabbit, and the penny was the dove, I believe. But yeah, I really like the look of this. They also have a 2-ounce bullion version of this design that came out, I believe, in 2020. But the goose is facing the other way on that one. I would like to get my hands on that for a decent price, but they're pretty hard to come by. So yes, those are the different designs that you see with the Canadian dollars. And I just find, I don't know if it's just for me, but up in Canada, they are so much cheaper on eBay than the Peace dollars and the Morgan dollars. I don't think that I'm ever going to buy another Morgan. As I said, I haven't purchased a Morgan to begin with. The two that I received were given as gifts from subscribers. If I'm ever going to buy a Morgan again, it's probably going to be a slabbed one. Just seeing how expensive a cull, used, worn out Morgan is going for eBay or on eBay up here in Canada, it's just not worth it. So yeah, I might go with the slabbed ones just because the regular old cull versions of them, sometimes you'll be able to get 2 or 3 Canadian silver dollars for the price of 1 Morgan dollar. Peace dollars aren't much better. I have purchased all of the Peace dollars that I have in the stack, unlike the Morgans where they're given to me, and they cost a pretty penny as well. So for me, if I'm ever going to get another Morgan or Peace dollar, it's definitely going to be slabbed, just maybe to justify the cost a little bit more, because just getting them like this and having to pay, $70, $80 Canadian for some of them. So yeah, for me, it doesn't really make sense to pay the price that they're asking for just for a rough cull, kind of, not ugly. I like the look of these where they're all worn and everything like that, but I don't want to pay a premium price for a worn out, silver dollar. So that's why I'm kind of going with the Canadian stuff. It is 80% as opposed to the 90%, but yeah, you're getting a really good, at least up in Canada, it's a really, really good deal. So yes, that's why I go with the Canadian silver dollars. As I said, it might be an easier choice for me living up in Canada. I don't know what the market is like down in America, if you can walk into your LCS and just get as many Canadian silver dollars as you want. I don't know if they're that plentiful there or that easy to come by, but up in Canada, I just jump onto eBay, and the silver dollars have been the best value buy on that website for a long time. And Canada did a good job with all these, and all the different designs kind of makes it that you won't get bored. If you're someone that finds you're getting a little bit bored and your stack's getting a little stale, picking up the same thing over and over again, if you're looking at getting into silver dollars, then yeah, maybe look at the Canadian silver dollars, because you'll have plenty to choose from. And as far as going from my favorite, the Goose, down to one of my lesser favorites, which is the 69 Charlottetown, Quebec, you're going to be in the same ballpark for price. Now there are more expensive ones. There are ones that you can get graded. There, some of them come in a flip that have a grading with it. I don't really like those. If I'm going to get a graded coin, I want it in a slab. But yeah, you can get a more expensive Canadian silver dollar if you do want to spend that. For me, I'm fine with just getting the circulated cull stuff for as cheap as I can get it. But just like the Morgans and the Peace dollar, they do have nicer versions of these coins, graded and slabbed, if that's the route that you would like to go down. But anyways, that's just a quick video I wanted to make talking about some of the Canadian dollars and how for me they're the best coin to buy. I'm not saying that it's the best coin out there and everything else is garbage, but for me, what I like to purchase and what I like to buy is that the Canadian dollar. But let me know what you guys do, if it's something that you buy a lot of, or if it's something that you would like to buy and it's just not readily available where you're living, or if you just hate them. You know what I mean? There's some people that might just not like the Canadian dollar, doesn't want anything under 90%, or you can hate them. It's up to you. You might think that the 80% sucks and you're only going to go with 90%. You might think that all junk silver sucks, US and Canada combined, and you don't touch the stuff. That's up to you. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to convince anybody or change anybody's mind with this stuff. I just wanted to show my favorite silver dollars, which is the Canadian silver dollars. And yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys think. But anyways, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.